Florida Sheriff Wayne Ivey. Oh, Florida Sheriff Wayne Ivey. Here we go again. Come on in here. So you the big bad guy. You got all that smoke to say. You got all that. If people defy the ISIS protests and they protest, what you gonna do? But you ain't you probably the same one that, let me go back to January 6, 2021, when all the insurrection was going on. Let me guess, you either sleep or you were fishing or you on vacation. It's mighty funny when they get selective about what they will do if something happens when they have to actually people that protest the agenda. But when people are going along with what they're doing, they don't conveniently go to sleep. He looks like a good old boy. He looks like something from the Andy Griffin show. Got the crew cut. The old, well, what we're gonna do to you, and we're gonna make sure that you do this, you'll come back in a bag. And yeah, he got all that to say. Why don't you keep that same energy when your so-called presidents break the law or your so-called governor breaks the law? DeSantis always likes to try to strong arm. That's one of the reasons why Florida tourism, and amongst other reasons, is why it's down. Nobody wants to be digging and going through a bigoted state with a bad reputation. See, the thing is this. You can talk tough, and I'm going to say it like this. Two things can be true at the same time. Say that for people who are doing illegal activities for protest when they're not peaceful, fine. If they destroying stuff, they causing harm, fine. But at the same time, don't stick the National Guards or your dogs on people when they haven't done anything. And see, this is the double talk that gets somehow allowed to be said. So Florida Sheriff, so crew cut Joe up here trying to talk all tough, but he didn't think nothing about that insurrection. I bet Cash Money, when the insurrection came, he can't remember what he was doing. What were you doing January 6, 2021? What would you have done in D.C. with all that? What would you have done on federal property? What would you have done? I hear you breaking bad now because it's fashionable, because Trump done told you, gave you a pass to act all out. And see, this is the problem. This is the problem right here with 5-0, why they been so reckless and why they, think they're above. When they actually work for the public, it's not the other way around. You put that badge, you put that outfit on, you're supposed to be working for the people on the whole, not because you feel that you're going to flex your agenda. You don't come out and tell people that we're going to do this to you. Why don't you speak about the National Guards that were sent out to California against Governor Newsom without any reason? That was uncalled for. That shouldn't even came to that. But we're not going to use common logical sense. We just going to take it that January 6, 2021, when a lot of people were in horror, watching everybody crawl through the White House or cross through the Senate, being led by one of your residents who's a so-called president, just letting the vice president was all scared. Everything was going on. Security was all discombobulated. We're going to act like you asleep. We're going to call you Sheriff Rip Van Winkle because you just didn't see what happened January 6, 21. So I'm going to call you Rip Van Winkle, Wayne Ivey. I'm going to call you Rip Van Winkle because you select the vision, But now you want to be all bold because you don't want people to protest or speak out about what's going on, which is insane. And it didn't have to come to this, but this is what happens. And the dumb people who voted for Trump and and all that, this is what they reap, what they sow. But hey, there ain't no justification for all that. But you know how to save your rhetoric when you want to. But anyway, let me know what you think about that old Florida sheriff talking all that smack about what he'll do to the protesters, but he ain't saying nothing about the insurrection. Wonder why. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.